Hey guys, welcome back to Let's Play Super Mario Omega. This is bonus episode number 5, and I've got a special guest with me.
DreadedCone!
Oh yeah.
Both of them.
Both of them.
Yep.
Both of them.
Yeah.
Both of the cones.
Both of the cones?
On Madonna's breasts.
I guess.
You know, like her famous outfit where she has the cone titties?
Yeah. or like Tank Girl where she has the rocket.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, Tank Girl.
But anyways, that has nothing to do with your N7 or
Maybe it does.
the game he's playing.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Okay, this is how it's gonna work. We tried doing live commentary with this, but my computer just could not handle it. And it was
a slideshow. It was a terrible slideshow for us and a slightly less terrible slideshow for him. So yeah, we'll do some post commentary.
Yeah. And we'll still play the game and everything. I'm gonna be playing the game like without actually playing it. Like I'm gonna be doing post commentary over it, but like you're gonna see the game. So we're gonna do Super Metroid right now.
Yeah.
Yay!
Oh yeah.
So okay, hope you guys enjoy. Let's do it.
Absolutely.
Holla.
But yeah, so I mean so you mentioned earlier that your friend put this together.
Yeah,
That's
Higsby.
fucking impressive. So I mean I I don't know a whole lot about the Mario hack community. I'm kind of just getting into it, but
Yeah.
is like what's available in terms of Mario hacks? I know they're pretty widespread, but like how deep does the rabbit hole go?
Oh, it goes pretty deep down to the core.
Yeah.
Like, there's so much variety. Yeah, there's so much variety with Mario hacks. Like, you can find a whole Mario game made into Pokemon or whatever, Super
That's
Pika
so
Land, I
perfect.
think. And you can find
Whoa.
so many like these games are so awesome. Like, you know,
Oh,
there's like a
man.
whole page of them, and this is.
Fuck, I wish I was
Yeah.
good at Mario. Fuck, I'd
Yeah.
play some.
And this game is actually a featured Mario hack on SMW Central, and yeah, it was one of the
Nice.
best. And I know Higsby,
That's-
and the best part about knowing Higsby is, like, there are absolutely no walkthroughs of this game out there on the internet, but I have
Yeah.
access to, like, he writes me paragraphs of walkthroughs if I need it, and it's awesome.
That's so intense. Damn.
Badass.
Sweet. That's one thing the Dreaded Cone could sure use in our videos. Some sort of walkthrough.
That's why we have
It's-
CRB.
yeah, we have one guy named CRB who basically guides us along because we made the mistake of getting into two big, long-winded RPGs when we first started,
Yeah.
and that's proven to be a mistake. So we almost focus more on our side LPs than we do on our main ones, which are Final Fantasy VI and Mario RPG. So as you can see, those take a long goddamn
Yeah.
time.
Yeah.
So and we refuse to use walkthroughs, not because I guess we don't refuse. We just
They're boring.
we're too ADD about how we record. We just sit down, record, go, done, move on. So, so yeah, walkthroughs would be a good thing. So it's good that you have them.
Yep.
So, your end, do you know how Mario hacks are made? Like, how do people put them together?
It's a very complicated process, but they actually use a fairly easy to use program. It's called Lunar Magic, and
Oh, yeah, I know
and you have to
that.
use other programs with it to like make all the custom stuff, like add the custom
Yeah.
sprites or whatever. It's pretty cool how you do it, but it's really complicated.
Damn,
But
Yeah, because
yeah,
I would be interested in that.
it'd be neat to Oh, go
I
ahead.
mean it's easy to use. Like, oh, were you gonna say something?
No, you go right
Okay,
ahead.
yeah, it's actually pretty easy to make a normal basic Mario hack, like with the original Super Mario World graphics. But if you want to do all the custom stuff like Higsby did, like putting Mega Man 2 or Sonic the Hedgehog stuff in there, I mean that's where it really is complicated. But
Yeah, absolutely.
Awesome.
Cool. Yeah, I remember back in the day when Guitar Hero was really big. I did a ton of like custom Guitar Hero songs, and not to the extent that other people do. Like I went all the way, like with animating the characters specifically, and like all kinds of cues and like animations and shit. It was insane.
Didn't you make, like,
Really?
some machine out of Wiimotes?
Yeah, that too. I also like hacked real life guitars, like not real guitars, but like Guitar Hero controllers, and like added LEDs and like changed like the color schemes and the way the buttons worked, and I added like additional buttons all over. It was fucking crazy. Added a kill switch so that you could play like with both hands on the neck and like play like solo style. It was
Wow.
fucking
Oh my
it was
God.
nuts. But I remember just to make the songs, it took 11 different programs. It was like, what was I thinking? It was like a full-time job. It was.
Was that during
horrendous, but-
college?
That was during college.
How did you do?
I don't know. I did a lot of things during college.
Did
that I
you
look
sleep?
back- barely. I was the most insomniac of my life during college. It was horrible.
Insomniacal?
Is that
I don't know.
insomniacal? Oh yeah.
No fucking idea.
Oh, not at all. Oh man.
Yeah, stuff like that just reminds me of RPG Maker. That's what I was into.
Yeah.
Fuck yes, RPG Maker.
I tried
Yes.
that too. I couldn't get into it. It was too
Yeah,
much.
you gotta be a die-hard, like, slow RPG fan. Like,
Excuse me?
hey, no, not slow like you're slow. I mean, like, you've gotta be a die-hard for those slow
No,
RPG games.
I meant, excuse me, I don't understand.
Excuse me?
That's so mean.
It is so mean, but he's dead, so he can't.
Yeah, Wesley Willis is rolling over in his fucking
Wait,
grave.
who's Wesley Willis?
In Super Size Me, the documentary about McDonald's and everything,
Yeah?
there was one song, Rock and Roll McDonald's, and it's basically just a guy shouting, Rock and Roll McDonald's! Like, yeah, and he is this fat, black, schizophrenic guy who made music basically to, like, channel his schizophrenic rages and fits. Like, if you're unfamiliar with schizophrenia, it's like delusions and you have hallucinations and you hear voices and you see shit. So he called his trips, like, when things were really bad, he called them war hell rides. And he named, like, the voices that would talk to him, so I guess he used music to channel it, and, like, he really liked punk music, so he just wrote really fucked up songs.
Yeah.
That sounds amazing.
He was pretty fucking awesome.
Oh man.
A hero of our time,
Yeah.
truly.
So you were big into RPG Maker. You know what I was big into, and I wish I had never bothered with it. It was this thing called Fighter Maker. So
Oh.
Fighter Maker was a game for the PS1, and it was a game where it was basically like if you took like Virtua Fighter and like how like crude that shit was, and the difference, so it was a fighting game, and it was alright in its own respect. There was no story or anything, you just fight endlessly. But then the whole thing was most of the game was composed of an editor where you could edit every move right down to the last detail. And I remember I got the game, I was all excited. I spent like 12 hours making this fucking like combo or whatever. It was so ridiculous. Like I wasted so much of my life and like got nothing out of it because this was before the internet. Not before the internet, but it was before the concept of like online gaming was like anything. So you couldn't share anything. It was just like sitting alone in your own home making combos to use. It was so fucking bad, man. It was so bad. And then I heard they made like a second and third version that were apparently good, but again by the same premise. It's like that shit's retarded. But,
I love like really funny customization stuff like that. Like my brother and I made a character, and what fucking Soul Calibur could
see, because you
just
had a
custom-
brother you could share it with. I had my mom, and she was proud of me. She was like the biggest, the best.
Like your best
supportive-
friend?
Yeah, exactly. I didn't.
Did you take her
Oh
prom?
my god.
Yeah.
But yeah, whatever Soul Calibur you could start customizing, and again, I wasn't really big into fighting games or anything, but we made a character Dark Pope,
What?
and basically he was just an evil Pope who ran around in like black shorts and like a black Pope hat and a black...
am the anti-pope.
Yeah, like a lion kills an antelope.
Like a hammer, it's a cantaloupe.
That's so
Anyways,
fucked.
that's an unrelated thing, but yeah,
The anti-Pope.
the anti-pope.
That's fucked up. Isn't that like Satan?
Yeah. Well, speaking of anti-popes, what was I saying? My brain just
Anti-popes, cantaloupes.
cantaloupes and anti-popes. I don't know. Oh man.
That's
So guys, what do you think of the Metroid level so far? Like I know you already saw it earlier, so like,
It's fucking nuts. It's gorgeous.
Yeah,
I
it
couldn't
looks really
believe
good.
the custom like textures and just they're not just like thrown in. They're put in a very like kind of design sensitive way. Like for instance, like the columns where you're going through all the pipes and stuff, and then the Koopas are like flying. I don't know. It's really well designed. And we also, I guess I'll tell the story again because it's kind of funny. But when I was growing up, so I was probably like 4 years old. It was like 1989. Mario 3 had just come out, and I remember arguing with my babysitter at the time as to what a fucking Koopa was. And I was like, well, they're turtles. They're in a shell. They're Koopas. They're turtles. And she's like, no, they're turkeys. And I'm like, you're a retard.
You're a fat
You're a
bitch.
retard. Is what you are. You're a retard. and I just remember, I'm like, you're insane. No, they're not turkeys. They're turtles. And she's like, yeah, but they have wings. And I'm like, well, some do, but they all have shells. What's the like common denominator here? Like,
Yeah.
they're fucking turtles. But yeah,
Totally
such a weird, vivid memory. Arguing with her.
What's her
like,
name?
along-
What was her name?
Oh god, I can't remember.
If you remembered, I would look her up on Facebook, find where she lived, and hit her.
And hit her.
I would hit
Oh
her.
my-
Like you'd walk up, knock on her door, and just like.
I'd be like, remember that time you called the Koopa a turkey? Here's what you fucking get.
Oh man.
Yeah, they're
That's-
definitely not
that's-
turkeys.
Hey
That's
Candace, remember that
Yep.
orthodontist trip you took with Game Boy?
Oh,
What about
yeah.
that?
Yeah, I was recounting my experience with Metroid and how my only experience with the game was that I knew Samus was sexy and that there were alien brains, and I had played the level in Smash Bros. But at my orthodontist, they had Game Boy Colors, and yeah, I was recounting they had like some sports game which I described as NBA Jam.
So see, it was a sports game of some undisclosed nature. It could have been any sport. It could have been golf. It could have been like
I think it
sacking
was
croquet.
basketball.
But she thinks it was NBA Jam. They just make that.
I know there was a ball in it.
NBA Jam for the Game Boy Color,
Maybe.
maybe.
Could have happened. But yeah, there was also Metroid, and I wasn't very good at that. I think it was Metroid, I don't fucking know. It was a weird time in my life. I cried a lot in that orthodontist office.
Could imagine.
Yeah. I remember I had this fucked up thing because basically in terms of teeth, like you can have an overbite or an underbite, so your teeth go too far over or like they jut out too much in your jaw. And I had a really narrow upper jaw, and they wanted to make it bigger because naturally you're supposed to have some sort of an overbite. So they had this thing called the expander, and that's basically like a metal thing in the roof of your mouth, and you have to turn a key every night. So my mom would have to like pin me down on the bed and like turn a key
That's
in the roof of
like,
my mouth to
you know
push
what?
my jaw apart.
That's like Saw shit. Like, I can imagine instead of a key, someone like pinning you down with a power drill that had like a little like drill, like a screwdriver bit, putting it in and just like cranking your jaw open until your head explodes and just like brains all over the
Oh,
room.
that's so bad.
Like, that could have so easily been a crazy Saw, like, an invention.
Yep.
Fuck, that's insane. That's
Yep.
so scary. But yeah, so Mario.
Yeah.
Oh,
Is it
man.
Mario or is it Mario?
It's definitely Mario. Anyone who says Mario, all I have to say is, what the fuck about Wario? Are you gonna call him Wario? No, nobody fucking calls him Wario. Go fuck yourself and your face.
See, my brother and my sister, I don't know, we were all brought up to say Mario, but I started saying Mario after my friends were correcting me. And when I say Mario around my brother, he's like, what the fuck is Mario?
Really? Well, then you should be like, what the fuck is Wario? Bitch. And then
Luigi.
headbutt him. It's the flying headbutt. It's
That's the worst. No, he would come at me.
Dalzine
He would come at
style,
me with
fucking
fly.
tiger headbutt.
Dalzine.
It's like jump on his head, like Mario.
Yeah. Exactly. So, like, sorry for, like, ruining your whole video.
Oh my
I don't
god,
know
you
if
didn't
this
ruin. This is like the best. This is probably my most entertaining video on my whole channel. I'm not gonna lie.
That's
What are we at, like 12, 13 minutes?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd
13.
say you're probably near your limit.
That's not bad.
Yeah, is there anything else we want to cover? We should probably quickly mention, I wanted to quickly talk about the Underdog LPs.
Oh yeah.
And how fucking awesome that whole thing is as a whole. Like, I don't even mean the contest. Like, the contest is wicked because it's like, it's literally kind of resurrected that channel in a huge way. And like,
Yeah.
people are really talking about it, paying attention to it, and that's fucking awesome. But that, you guys are gods. So fucking, such an awesome opportunity, and oh man, so excited. Yeah. Sweet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But Bala.
Bala.
Shambhala.
What?
No, what was the fucking town in Ishbalans? Ishbalans in Full Metal Alchemist? With the dark skin and the red eyes. Full Metal Alchemist is one of the best animes I've ever watched.
I never watched
It's
it.
for, oh man, just check
really
it out.
good.
It's for damn good.
Really good.
DBZ for life, man.
Yeah, man.
Dragon Ball. Dragon Balls.
Dragons balls.
Dragon Nuts.
Dragon nuts.
Sounds like an item in a game. It's like, you got Dragon Nut.
Dragon nut. All one word.
I'm playing through Final Fantasy 1 at home, and I named my party members Fart, Poop, Nig, and Butt. But, like, whenever, like, your party member attacks an enemy, it says your party member's name, and then below it says the enemy's name, so it's like, Butt Imp. Or, like, Fart Ghoul. Fart Ghoul.
Fart ghoul.
So
Amazing.
good. Nig is the Black Mage.
Of course. That's the worst.
It has 2 G's on it, though.
Oh man.
Those are actually
Yeah,
good
yeah.
names for the characters, because like you can only like use 4 characters for your your names or whatever. So like fart is like perfect.
Yeah, well, exactly. They're all one syllable. Super
I strategically chose words.
the big grin on your face. Oh man. Sweet.
Yeah.
But yeah, so yeah, we should probably
Yeah,
cut the video.
definitely.
Over.
It's like 15 minutes now, I think.
Perfect.
Yep.
I think that's a wrap, guys.
Awesome. Thanks for having us.
Yeah, thanks a lot for having us, and we'll get you in on an upcoming episode before we finish the Jurassic Park game.
Yep.
We're nowhere near, because after we finish it with Grant, we're gonna go through with the Raptor, and it's gonna be fucking nuts. So yeah, we'd love to have you along.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Sweet.
Look forward to it. Well, that's about it for this episode of Let's Play Super Mario Omega. Next time we're gonna come back and play this next level. I'm not sure what the name is because I can't see the screen, but until then, thank you very much for watching. Thank you, DreadedCone, for being here.
Thank you, you're N7.
No problem.
Yep.
I'll see you guys next
take
time.
care, man. Later.